Dan Baradine from Insulated Homes. We specialise in external wall insulation to either solid wall or hard to heat properties. So houses that were put up after the war, prefabs, things like that, concrete block, Mundix, Woolaways. But we also do park homes as well, which is a residential home. And they're normally made of a 2-inch by 1-inch framework, lived in by the elderly, and those are the types of home that we insulate on the outside. Where you insulate on the outside, you actually retain all the heat, so the heat can't escape. Doing things like loft, insulation, all those kind of things are brilliant, but your biggest mass area on a home is the walls. So where you put a new boiler in, all you're actually doing is that heat is escaping out of the wall. So until you put the insulation on to retain that heat, every other renewable energy that you install on your property is pointless if it's solid wall and it's going to escape. The main area to start off with, always, 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 is insulate, insulate, insulate. And by doing that, that's where you're going to save the money. So whatever measure you then install is actually working out as cost effective as it possibly can. So the idea is, and the trouble is in this country, you build to a minimum standard. So to achieve a U value of 0.3, which is what houses are now built to, if you take a solid wall property, you'd put on 90 millimetres of neopol, which is the black polystyrene, not the white. With the white you'd need to put on 120 to achieve a U value of 0.3. If you was to put on 200 millimetres, which is the houses that we're building, we put on 200 millimetres of insulation, I have no running costs. My LED lighting in the house will heat that property. We have underfloor heating goes in that you just run as low as humanly possible with an air source heat pump. It's not going to cost me a bean to run. And that's what I want. So it's not just for me, future generations, that property is going to be cheap to run.